we're back in the red hot racing circuit. I almost said the time loop. I caught myself last second, mainly because I saw what was on the screen, and I was like, wait a minute. Somehow the giant McLaren sign in the background or anything else didn't give that away. The fact that I saw the actual specific layout instead of the ripoff they have, that's what reminded me that that's not what we're doing. I like how the game references a very almost unrelated track here. It references the Nordschleife, which is absolutely not on this game, because the last time Formula 1 used the Nordschleife was like 1977 or something like that. Also, speaking of time loop, the main reason why I haven't been doing it is just because, well, okay, there's two reasons. One, obviously, because I have been really into this one. The game plays itself a little bit more autonomously than Project Cars does. Also, the other thing being that I have races on that game, and I don't want to get super used to driving the Acura at Laguna Seca, only to, like, 2 days before the day of the race, drive, like, a Ford Mustang GT4 car at Monza, because that's probably going to throw off my judgment a little bit, and then that's when I, well, don't do anything. I really don't know what is wrong with this ICE. Like, we even have an upgrade on that too, and it just dies, like, all of the time.
Welcome to the only figure-of-8 track on the F1 calendar. We're here at Suzuka for qualifying today ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah, I figured I was eating myself there. I was looking for Suzuka, and then I realized as I reached the bottom of the list, it's probably called Japan. I ate not too long ago, so you'll probably be hearing some
We'll make the changes you requested.
throat clearing and some occasional gas coming out of more than just the race car. This track can be kind of weird with career mode upgraded cars. Oh my god. Well, there'll certainly be room to improve on that on the second lap, if I'm so equipped. By which I just mean, assuming I don't screw it up somewhere else. I also get to have the glorious smell of ranch dressing in my room throughout the entirety of this, so that's not something I'm going to be looking forward to much. That lap was absolutely horrendous. And this is supposed to be one of my better tracks on the game, but I'm just so... It is very finicky as to how you take it. And considering my muscle memory is being thrown off by being a significantly faster car than usual. Also, the AI are also just really broken at Suzuka too. Not broken like they don't work. Broken as in like ungodly good. Like I don't expect to get much higher than like 8th with the laps that they have now, which they'll probably improve them, and I'll be starting like 12th. The AI just have something that human beings just cannot do here at Suzuka, and I would say it's like steering, like smooth steering through like the S's and such, but like I've seen people with wheels on this track before and they still can't always keep up. Okay, let's maybe not suck this time. Jesus, that was hours better. That was literally like a decade faster. That was early. Well, hello, son. Gee whiz. Oh, I'll just screw it up somewhere else then. It wasn't bad, but that could have been better. And I think I need better in this one. Alright. Didn't need those. I got a 29. I don't know how I did.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
Yeah, I probably should have bared this in mind when making the goals lenient.
Race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc.
You know, it seems about right too, this track with like half of the grid being from Japan. Here comes Tyler from not Japan on pole. Also, I say it's technically, I don't know, it's hard to classify the Dokis because they have Japanese names and they exist in a world that is clearly based on Japan, but the company that made the game is not Japanese. And by the company, I mean the singular person. So to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to go much faster. I honestly I just have to hope on a strategy here. Yeah, I really didn't like commit to memory that the AI are just not even fair at this track. Like, you're watching at home, you can tell me that was not a bad lap. That shouldn't be the first time I'm not in the top 10 or not beating my contract goal, because that was a fine lap. Other than the chicane was loose, but I also cut it, so. I was shaking the spoon, and that's literally it.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't give me one of the classic patronizing lines. What Emma said there is a lot more lenient than what she usually says. And it's not like it's it's not because it's the first time I've missed it though. It's actually just random. Actually, she doesn't say it after qualifying, but there's if you don't perform well in the race, she'll literally say, "What on earth was that performance?" Not taking into account that perhaps they maybe started last because of grid penalties.
Very warm welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix, an event that has decided a drivers' championship 11 times over the years and has hosted some very memorable races as well. Who can forget Kimi Raikkonen's win from 17th on the grid in 2005, or Kamui Kobayashi's incredible drive to a podium in 2012.
Oh my god, I hate that so much. It's not 2012, it's 2012 or 2012. There's no and.
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, Leclerc, Hulkenberg,
Rainbow had a grid penalty again.
and Albon, Hamilton, Norris, Falcon and Kimi Raikkonen, Fiat, Sainz, Sebastian Vettel, they've taken a grid penalty, and Grosjean.
There's just a lot of reading behind me.
We're still in with a chance of winning the title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races.
Do not need this much fuel in the car. Especially because I almost think that the ICE thing is actually the, that wears coming from the fact that I basically run rich from flag to flag. Good lord. Good lord again. Oh, good lord. Okay, Kurt, you really didn't have to do that one. Not in your teammate, you didn't do that. Bearing in mind that the AI are very cautious braking for that corner. And they are also here, but they also leave you room. So usually, Suwako doesn't feel like forming though. This road is not correct for that. We both need to give each other half the track. I don't need 1.1 length of car. I measure in McLaren NCL 33s. I do with their pleb Imperial units. Just measure in the chassis width, not even like anything else. Darn it, the one thing that the one midfield car I cannot outdrag. Natsuki, what are you two doing down there? Oh, right, the other midfield car I cannot drag, Taylor, who I also forgot started higher than Natsuki. Oh my god, dirty air mixed with bad timing. Very not! So this will be a lot more fun when I don't have a car, or 3 in front of me. Go away! Get up! I also really shouldn't have this at 85. Not in the race. Qualifying's one thing, but not in the race. It works in multiplayer, but the career mode car's got a lot more power and is lighter. Also, the outside curve here is no fun. I would know, it's ended a league race before on me. Okay. Maybe don't. I like existing Suwako. Oh, teammates just collided.
Race officials have made
Wait a minute, I know this. Uh-oh. Remember when I said I know this? Yeah, they don't take that, ever. You don't let them get to your inside, and I'll show you just why here in a second. Well, actually, that was not a very good example. Usually, they just don't take the corner at all. You go out there, and I'll actually take the corner. I think I am actually faster than Natsuki in the corners. I just need to keep my head on straight for a lap or two. The engine deficit is so painful in here. But I really can't explain why Suwako's got so much slipstream on me, though. The Red Bull's engine is still not faster than ours. I don't think it ever has been. God darn it, Taylor, stop being near her! Just let me just let her be vulnerable. That sounds wrong, but... Also, Jeff, this is the wrong place to prompt that. I can't look at that. God darn it, just make the S's forehead. Good lord. It's always the godforsaken S's, it has to be. How does me sighing convey fastest level? I saw it said 1 when I hit the button, and the game was just like, ah, psych, you thought. And yes, passing that Suzuka is very difficult, especially when the car in front of you has a better engine. And especially when the said car in front of you with the better engine is getting DRS off of their teammate with a better engine. So in other words, I'm not getting past Natsuki on track unless I just like cut a corner. And even then, only other way is if they do something stupid into this turn 1 up here. Since I know the AI will do that. But I also trust Natsuki to actually be clean enough with it. But I've been wrong about that kind of thing before. Yep, that's approximately what I expected. And that is also, I'm pretty sure, Natsuki's fault. And that is her really just out of the race. The way that these quarter distance races play out, that is just game over, yeah. And also bear in mind, that could be me if the AI gets to mines. What the hell? No!
Moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Jeff, that is not the time to be talking to me. I have a maniac goddess behind me trying to make me go too wide in 130R. You don't need to be telling me about my goddamn fuel mix. Good lord. Fucking degenerates.
Caution.
Oh.
Someone's come off ahead.
Here we go again. Eee. Yeah, they have to break in a straight line, and they commit themselves to doing exclusively that, and that is their downfall when moving to the inside of this turn. And that precisely is why I didn't want Suwako on my inside earlier. Granted, the only two places the AI try and pass are there or 130R. Unfortunately, those are like the two scariest places to be near the AI on this track. Oh, good turning, man. So, Diddery's leading again. Might be a bit bittersweet considering she had to absolutely destroy Tyler for it. I guess you could pass this off as her getting revenge for Tyler junking her at Monza. Except this isn't NASCAR, and that kind of retaliation just doesn't really happen. Because, you know, there's kind of the FIA, which kind of penalizes people for doing that. Agaba.
Release.
I have an undercut, and I'm going to be out of traffic, so this is going to be a fun lap. Let's start this lap as faster than whatever Suwako's about to do. Oh yeah, join the No Dirty Air gang, oh my god. Oh, that curb. I don't remember that ever being a problem before. I figured it was just like 50-50 and it was also just me being a bad driver. No, it's like 90% dirty air. That didn't even feel like the same corner, and these tires are supposed to have less grip, and they're also not even all the way up to temperature yet. Oh, I was gonna say, I might even jump Tyler. Yeah, I was ahead of him before. When he got deleted by Midori. Did a Mercedes even go in? I'm confused here. Also, I jumped Rainbow. Wait, no, I'm stupid. That's not jump, that's... Those are grip penalties. Oh, yeah, it did. It's up there just ahead of a Renault.
Mediums. Got behind on the medium tire.
The Renault has pit, and she's already that distance away from me when she started a few places back. That's kind of scary to think about. Because that means that she is also faster than me, like apparently Suwako is too.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, please be clear. I'm good. Yeah, I've been jumped. That's my fault. Excuse me, game. Nor would I really care about that one, Jeff. I guess they are technically ahead of me right now, but that's because Cam's just crazy and didn't fit yet. I do it at a smart location, nerd. Never mind, you brake like a maniac. I don't know how you just did that. No, I'm just going to be clear if you screw that. Oh, now I see why it's my problem.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Because I'm going to have to pass it. And we all know how me passing Cam's gone so far this season. I'm also in the wrong modes. But I can't change them because I haven't stopped turning yet. Okay, I can't wait. Can't wait, won't wait, because I know exactly how that's going to go if I do. Was that an asshat move? Yes, entirely. Do I care? Not really. He's blocked me, he's obstructed me in qualifying, he's defended for me on a different strategy. Yeah, no, I don't... I shed no tears for Cam in this series. Fortunately, it seems clearing him did absolutely nothing to keep Suwako behind me. He just became a ghost.
Low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
I'm gonna get a nice DRS off of Vert. No, keep me away from Suwako for the moment.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I didn't want 7th, but worked. Didn't want that curb either, but it worked. I'm slowly, like, intoxicating myself in my room with the smell of ranch dressing that has been sitting for more than 20 minutes. Not enough turn. I don't know how the hell. Where the hell is the detection zone? This is rigged. This is entirely rigged. I disagree with that. You left the gap. Fuck off my track, cunt. I'm about to enter Tyler mode in a second here and just dump you entirely if you try that again. Ramu, go ahead and Mountain of Faith harass for me, will ya? You don't deserve this darn top 5 after that. Difficult, you got a warning for that. Doesn't matter because you lost the place for it. I almost had to smack a bitch for it, but I will get 4.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
I've never even heard him say that line so far in this series. I usually had to shut him off before I get to the finish line.
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver?
Well, it's obviously
I
Ramu.
have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the
This is something I want to see.
Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
I guarantee I'm gonna hear it from Claire here, and well, if it's the line that I'm hoping for.
Let's have your thoughts.
It was more like Dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it? You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? Appreciate your time.
I don't remember what exactly the question is, but there's one that says, I know, I was like an idiot magnet today, and I think that would be the most accurate statement.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.
I don't know if I would personally say well managed, but I guess. And we go straight from there to here. One of the worst tracks in the game, in my opinion. And it's not just my opinion. I can think of several other people that would say very similar things. I don't think there's a single person that I know that actually likes Mexico. The track. Stupid zipper. Or that doesn't come this episode. This race or this episode. It's supposed to be USA. Also, let's look at this engine that they've got. Oh, when did they upgrade theirs? Okay, that does explain a lot. When did they do that? Seriously, I'm confused. Like. The descriptions for all of these.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
I mean, I'm not going to invest in anything at the moment. I'm going to wait until I see that the engine upgrade goes in at the end of the next race, and then by that point I'll have a ton of points to use. Should be close to like 2,200, I would say, assuming I qualify fourth here. But I don't know how likely that is, considering we have a very meh engine, and while we are good in other departments, I don't think we're quite the fourth placed car we used to be for like one race at Germany. We certainly need the upgrade to work, and we'll be ahead of Ferrari at that point. Meanwhile, Red Bull's about to be a superior vehicle to Mercedes, but I think it's a little too late, as Kadim is, well, not far from clinching. I just need, if he ever has an engine failure, we'll have a battle. But otherwise, if he outscores me here, I think it's mathematically, or not it's like logically said, or can be logically said that it's over. I'm wondering why the heck did Nidori end up... Oh, because she really had that engine problem. If she didn't get wrecked by Tyler at Italy and then have the engine problem at Azerbaijan, she'd probably be third in points right now. We have had 5 different winners. Tyler's been the bridesmaid 4 times, and then nobody else has really gotten close. Yeah, that'll be it for this part of Red Hot Racing Circuit. I'm not significantly looking forward to really any of the tracks coming from this point. Like, Mexico is very boring and annoying. USA is just annoying. At least Sector 1 is. Sector 2 is fine, and everything beyond that is fine, but the first sector and then also the kind of middle part of Mexico, which are basically the same thing if you ask me, because they're both just this really stupid S section. They're not fun. Brazil is decent. I guess if I were to say I'm excited for any race from here on, it'd be that one. And then the season finale is literally the worst track in the game, I'm convinced. It's not my worst track. My worst track is still China, but it's certainly up there for more worst. It feels like a street circuit, but it's not. The area surrounding the track couldn't be any more flat and wide.